Oh, okay, can y'all hear me now? Okay, awesome. I'm not sure what happened to that microphone, but that is why I like to do sound checks. I'm sorry for the scruffies that y'all might be hearing. That's TikTok of it? Okay. But now, okay, sound check is good. That's why I always like to do a sound check, y'all. I have learned from times past, and I'm working on sets too. Y'all, both my husband and I have a vast career background. We, as time grows, as we are spending more time together, we will definitely be shedding more light on a lot of the things that we have done in our lives. But today we are talking about what makes a standard French Bulldog. We'll be explaining coat, color, and DNA live. Today's another Monday, so I will give our greeting again for because I was muted when we first got on live. We have 101 things going on this morning, but we will not neglect the mission, okay, of taking care of the Bulldogs, taking care of the breeders, and taking care of business. Okay, but hey, y'all, we are the Rosharon French Breeders, home of the 3K pup. And I'm super excited to be back with you guys again on this beautiful Monday morning. I have Trust, my faithful companion, with me right now. He is building some blocks and doing some well, I'm saying morning, but doing some afternoon activities. Y'all know that we are a family of four, okay, with two babies under two, 8 French Bulldogs. We have a litter of 5 right now, 2 on the way, and 2 businesses. We have a full-time dog breeding business as well as our custom apparel clothing line, and we could not be more grateful for the responsibility and the trust that you guys show us often. This live stream might be a little hectic. It's a Monday morning after a day break, but we're gonna get it done regardless. And also, thank you guys so much for. Oh, he wants some juice. But thank you guys so much for encouraging us last week. I remember during the conversation on Friday, we had to cut it a little short, which we will be doing that live stream over. I actually privated Friday's live stream, but we had to cut it a little short because it was nap time. We went live later on in the day. Trust was a little antsy. The baby was crying. It was a lot going on. I started feeling bad. My husband's like, "Why are you feeling bad? You are a mother. They are children. They are going to cry." And after the live stream, y'all, of course, Texas Lassie, I think she texted me right after. And she was like, "Girl, it's normal. Like, that's natural." Babe, was it Michelle too? Was it Michelle? Oh, and well, I know it was Astro's parents. Yeah, one of the puppy's new parents, they came over. It was a great meeting. They came over to meet Astro, their local breeders, and we feel comfortable, inviting them to our home because we will be working very closely with them now that they have Astro, who will be receiving another name. But it was a great meeting. It was a great meeting, and he'll be right down the street, so that's great. But they were like, "No, we love that you guys are family breeders. We love that you guys, provide such quality content, and let the kids cry. It's entertainment sometimes." But not only do we have kids crying this morning, we have puppies crying this morning. Yeah, and I don't know why, because they just ate. But let's get into this content. Okay, so, huh? Oh, shout out to Joaquin. What happened, baby? Oh, he's on the live chat. Oh, brother. So also we're managing YouTube and TikTok. So if you see my eyes kind of, that's why. I like eye contact. But shout out to my brother Joaquin over in Maryland. He likes to joke around with us saying that he is a Houston, Texas fan. He's not. I'm playing. He's not a Houston, Texas fan. But that's just a running joke that we have. But we love Joaquin, y'all. We found him on social media. He was interested in one of the little puppies, but he does not prefer uh the big rope look, and that's completely fine. We were the same way, and now we are absolutely in love with Mr. Burberry and his productions, his little babies that we have with us. So, oh, let me clear something up too before we get started. Y'all, I made such a major mistake last week of um misaging, if that's a thing. I made it a thing. Misaging the puppies. Y'all, listen. If y'all want the story, can you like the live? I'm gonna give y'all the story anyway, but can you like the live? That would definitely help us out. All you have to do is double tap your screen like this, like that. Just double tap your screen, and you will like the live. You don't even have to exit out of the the chat. But long story short, y'all, I was looking over the puppies developmental charts, right? And how I designed it, it shows 8 weeks, right, of growth. I'll show y'all. But how I designed it, it shows 8 weeks of growth, right? And it's kind of hard to explain. I will show y'all. I'll show y'all. It'll make more sense. Okay. So this is our litter tracker, right? Okay, this is the puppy's weight tracker, right? This right here. Y'all can't really see. Okay, y'all can see it. TikTok, y'all can see it. On the left side of the tracker, I have the weeks. This is how I misaged the puppies. So it has week 1, but as soon as the puppies are born, of course, they're not 1 week. But after that week, they turn, that's their age, right? So it's our first week of whelping, but the puppies are not 1 week. It's our second week of whelping, but the puppies aren't 2 weeks. Y'all, why this whole time last week we were calling the puppies 5 weeks old? Y'all, they were 4 weeks old. Try this in my head and not my heart, okay? But because I told y'all the story, can you like the live? Okay. Okay, let me get to some of the comments. Thank y'all for entertaining me this morning for 8 minutes and 23 seconds. Y'all are so kind and so sweet. I don't know how y'all do it, but y'all do. I ask my husband all the time, babe, how do you put up with me? Because y'all, it's a lot of work, but we get it done. All right, so shout out to Michelle K, our Legacy Legend member on the channel. Shout out to Blissful Fun, our Dream Catchers member on the channel. Shout out to Michaela, the first person to comment on the YouTube live stream. You want to give TikTok some shout outs, babe? I can't see. Okay, but shout out to TikTok. I can't see y'all right now, but I will here soon. If you want to join us over on YouTube, the link is in my husband's bio. Shout out to I don't know. IDK is always in the chat. Shout out to Nicole Hansen. She said hi. Shout out to Brain Wirer, our number 2, our top 2 most commented subscriber on YouTube. Shout out to Kaden. Kaden said you are beautiful. Kaden, really? That's how you're feeling this Monday? But thank you, y'all. Okay, it's a frenzy over here, but we getting it done. Shout out to Wellness Secrets, saying hello, ma'am. Shout out to Elohim. God bless you too. Thank you. I don't want to Well, God bless you, brother. Elohim. I would assume that is a male. Michelle said it happens. Michaela said stuff happens, and it does. Eka said hi. What is up, Eka? So Eka, the our business does not have a TikTok, but my husband does. And he can shout out his TikTok a little later. He's managing TikTok right now. Y'all let us know if y'all want us to create a business TikTok. I think my husband does a great job, sharing and repurposing our content. But I'm a YouTube girl, y'all. I'm a OG Instagram girl. I'm really a YouTube girl. But let us know if y'all want us to create a TikTok. All right. Oh, babe, I told you Nicole was Walter's wife. Nicole, I had no idea this has been you this whole time. Why didn't you tell us? Okay. Oh, babe, Walter and Nicole said hey.
Okay, hi.
And little Gizmo. Okay. Eka said, I love your puppies and they are so sweet. Thank you so much, Eka. So one of the new families are actually on the chat, and my husband is about to give me their little baby. No, you have a me, Lafayette. So he always has to compare. Oh, okay. he always has to compare the twins, but they actually look really, really, really different now that they're getting a little bigger. But this is their little baby, and we are soon about to get into the content. Y'all, let me know if y'all want me to do today's live stream with Mr. Gizmo. So this is actually Astro, but his new family has changed his name. Am I saying the? Oh, I'm not. No, Maverick will be Gizmo. This is Joker. Oh, buddy. I gave you your brother's name.
And he's going to Washington State.
Yes. So this is Gizmo. Maverick is Gizmo. Okay. And then this is Joker. So y'all named our all black fluffy big rope French. Well, we think he might be big rope. I'm not sure because Dream has a natural rope that's really beautiful, and he kind of favors his mom. I'm not sure if he'll be big rope, but Joker is definitely looking like he'll be a big rope. But yeah. So Mr. Maverick, who y'all named after the Dallas Mavs, his new name will be Gizmo. He's going to Washington State, and then Mr. Astro, who y'all named after the Houston Astros. His new name will be Joker. He's so sweet. And he will be going right down the street. So we are super excited to be working with Walter and Nicole over at Greek Squad Bulldogs. Oh, let us know if y'all will be changing your name because they were originally breeding English Bulldogs and now they got Joker to expand to Frenchies. So yeah, let us know if you guys will be changing your names. Y'all, let me know if y'all want me to do today's live stream with the babies. I would so appreciate that. I would probably have to put like a little baby pamper on them. What you think, baby?
Maybe hold one.
Okay. Okay. I might have to put a little baby pamper on him so he doesn't like pee me the whole stream, but let me know if y'all want to see that. Oh, Nicole said, "Oh, my big boy." Oh. I think we should have a size 1 all the way at the top. Yeah, or a newborn. Oh, y'all want to see me put a pamper on the baby? Yo, what is life? What is life that you get to put pampers on puppies? What is life, y'all? This is life. This is life. I'm missing some comments. Let's see. Oh, they will. So, Nicole just said they will be changing their name to Greek Squad Bulldogs. Okay. Okay. Wait. Did I miss something, y'all? Puppy girl said, "Put your hand on the camera for an edit." Oh, dang! I should have done the transition. That would have been fire. Michaela, we are home with the 3K pup hun, and we stand by it. We stand by it and we honor it. Currently, regardless of coat, color, type, standard, exotic, which we'll be talking about today, actually. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Y'all look. Look, TikTok. Isn't that cute? Oh, it's I don't know if they're reading it how it's supposed to be or if it's backwards to them. No, like you see it's mirrored, but I don't know if they're getting it the right way. Oh no, they're getting it backwards. It's okay. If y'all are seriously interested in the pups, we do have a business line, y'all. Please don't spam us, okay? Please don't scam us and don't spam us. But our business number is 713-788-9789. Michaela said it's backwards. Okay, yeah. But I just said it too. Okay, you guys. So let's get into the content. Thank you so much for being here with us this afternoon. I have Mr. Joker here. He will be my trusty bestie for the resties. Okay. What is up, crazy girl? Okay, so you guys, I think having Mr. Joker here is going to be a great demonstration because we are talking about what makes a standard French Bulldog. We're talking about coat, we're explaining colors, and we also are breaking down DNA. Okay. So a lot of times we get asked, because we have so many dogs, what makes a standard French Bulldog? Is it disrespectful to call a French Bulldog standard or basic or terms like that? And why does AKC not recognize certain coats or colors? So we're going to break down all of that today. Um, I have done a lot of research on this because I want to understand what we're breeding, and I also want our clients to know what they're getting. Okay, so if you want to pride yourself on being a responsible breeder, um, receiving this information today and then even going and doing your own research will be beneficial for you and your clientele. Now, this conversation is not just for breeders. You probably will hear me saying that all throughout the live. Our content is not just for breeders. Our content is specifically made for dog lovers as well as dog buyers and breeders, right? Breeders can benefit from our content. But even if you love dogs, even if you are looking to purchase your own, whether it's a Frenchie, a Cane Corso, a Beagle, or whatever type of dog, our content is it can be beneficial for you in whatever stage you find yourself. Okay, so we get asked that question a lot, and the term standard is not disrespectful, right? It's just a type of line that AKC recognizes. It's not like you hearing somebody saying, "Oh, you basic," like, "Oh, it." That's not the idea, and that's not the attitude around calling a Frenchie standard. What makes a Frenchie standard is what AKC recognizes, like a short-haired French bulldog that is not exotic, like Joker. He's a long-haired Frenchie, and he is classified as blue and tan. So AKC currently does not recognize blue French bulldogs. And when I say recognize, I mean you probably will not see a blue French bulldog in a ring at an AKC event because they have very particular colors that they accept. And whenever you are purchasing your Frenchie and registering your dog, you will see that. You will see that you might have to reclassify the color that your little puppy is, or even if you are purchasing a bigger dog and you have to you have to register that dog in your name or transfer the registration in your name. So currently, AKC recognizes brindle, which he's not brindle, but a brindle Frenchie could look a little spotted. And Michelle has a brindle Frenchie. We don't have any. We've never had a brindle Frenchie, yeah, yet. Um, and also they recognize cream. If y'all caught the podcast Saturday, which you can't catch the replay if you missed it, but Blossom, the mama of our upcoming litter, she's cream. She's a very rich cream. They also recognize fawn. If y'all caught the podcast, then if you've seen Charm or Alpha, they're fawn, which is like a darker hue of cream. But very like tan-ish looking, if that makes sense. If you never heard the term fawn yet. They also recognize pied, y'all. My husband and I are in love with piebald Frenchies. Like when I say in love with them. So a lot of our girls carry pied or they carry like one copy of white spotting. And y'all saw Daydream, what Friday, babe? Friday. Yeah, y'all saw Daydream Friday. Dream's daughter, her teenage daughter, and she has the most beautiful white spotting that I've ever seen on a Frenchie. Oh, baby, you going to get her? Oh, Lord. Y'all, the teenagers act up. Like, let's be honest. Daddy's coming back, baby. Come here. Daddy's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming back. Okay. Yeah, he love his dad. Y'all, look at Daydream. We don't know how she gonna act, okay? But what's up, girl? What's up, girl? Oh, yeah. So this is how a piebald Frenchie starts. from white spotting. Because Dream carries, I think Dream carries a copy, and who is Daydream's mom, and then her dad Wagyu carries one copy, and she got I have to check her DNA, but I think Daydream carries one copy. That's why she didn't come out as like a full pie, but she carries limited white spotting. Do y'all see it? She has the most beautiful little white spot and say hey. But that's Daydream. She'll be taking over for her mom next year once we retire Dream. Um, Also why we named her Daydream. But yeah, y'all don't get me started on the dogs. But if you missed that conversation, you definitely can catch the replay. We had a great podcast this Saturday, and every Saturday we're planning to do very professional live streams and breaking down the B3 of our business, which are bulldogs, breeders, and the business. Okay, so let's get back to it. So those are the colors that AKC currently accepts. Now we do understand that there are other registries out there, but I don't want I don't want to let Astro to be rubbing the mic now. But we register all of our dogs and our puppies with AKC because that is what is that is what is commonly accepted and expected when you are selling puppies. Okay. Oh, totally fine. Said, where's Dream? Oh, so Dream is resting and recovering right now, y'all. Dream is getting her body back. Okay, she missed this summer, but she'll be back for next summer. Okay, and then currently, the standard coat types that AKC recognizes are short and smooth, unlike Joker's, or I know a lot of you know him as Astro, but unlike Astro's coats, um, he's not short. His coat is not short, but it's very smooth. But they recognize he's so cute. They recognize the short-haired Frenchies. Although I'm not sure if y'all have seen this all over social media, but back in the day, y'all, Frenchies, like fluffy Frenchies, were a thing. I don't know why. This is why I like our daytime live streams, is because we break down the history, the who, what, when, where, how of things. And we will be talking about the history of French Bulldogs here very soon. We will be talking about the origin of French Bulldogs and looking at what a French Bulldog really is and where a French Bulldog comes from and what their purpose of breeding them was and how it's changed over the years. But we will be breaking that down really, really soon, because although AKC doesn't recognize fluffy Frenchies to show them or to be handled in a ring, fluffy Frenchies were a thing way back in the day. Okay. We're doing some research on that. We want to be accurate when we provide that historical data, but we definitely will be talking about that here soon. Okay. So AKC also recognizes the bat ears, right? We all love Frenchies for the little bat ears. And he is 5 weeks old, not 6 weeks old, Nicole. I made a mistake. I don't know if you caught me saying that, but he's 5 weeks old. So his ears haven't popped yet. And normally fluffy Frenchies, it takes a little longer for their ears to pop because they're heavier than the standard Frenchies. So I'm also I'm also thankful that my husband gave me Joker, because he is a great demonstration of what AKC is struggling with right now. And I know they're being sued. I'm not sure why. I don't want to have that conversation now because I haven't done the proper research to like dissect that information. But I know they are being sued, I think, over their standards and what they don't recognize. But if y'all know, definitely comment down below in the chat and let us know what's going on with that. Okay, so although AKC has their standards, right, of what they will recognize as a standard French Bulldog, they will accept your registration of things, or not things, Frenchies that are outside of their standard, like him. So instead of you being worried about, okay, they don't accept blues, they don't accept merles, they don't accept chocolates, they don't accept lilacs. Okay, so what do they accept? If you missed the conversation that we were having earlier about color, they accept brindles, creams, fawns, and pieds currently. Not sure what will change after this ongoing lawsuit, but hopefully they will expand what they accept because a lot of us use AKC. And we use AKC to market our babies. So, you know, let don't just take our money. Help us out. Give us some something to work with here. Okay, so although fluffies are really really beautiful, we love them, we accept them. Not everybody does. That's why we encourage our clients to have a standard Frenchie because not all people like fluffies. Not all people will like the big ropes, but you will find your clientele who does. And we don't like to tell our clients to breed for trends. We don't like to tell our clients to breed for the exotic look. We tell our clients to breed for health because that is what a responsible breeder does. You breed for health, and then color, coat, and structure, all of that stuff is just added bonuses or it's added in after that. But you breed for health first. Okay. So we talked about that. Okay, got to make sure your little pimple don't slide off. Okay. Do y'all have any input about anything that I've said? I'll pause for a moment and see if anybody has anything to add to the chat. Oh, brother on the chat, babe.
Yeah, I give brother his shout out.
Oh, my chat wasn't catching up. Wow. Okay, my chat just caught up on the computer. Okay, shout out to Brother Charles, y'all. Brother Charles blessed us with his beautiful voice on Saturday. If you missed it, you definitely should catch the replay. It's episode 2 under our podcast. What is up, Letty Hunt? Letty said, "Can you shout me out?" Of course, I can shout you out on this beautiful Monday afternoon. Of course. What is up, Emma? Emma said, "Oh, so cute." What is up, Vault? Vault said, "Are you family friendly?" Yes, of course. Y'all, we have 2 children, 2 under 2. We are very, very, very family friendly. What is up, Echo? Charles said this is a great convo. Bailey said your dog is so cute. Thank you so much. So he's not ours. We're just taking we're
Animal.
yeah, he's not ours anymore. We're just taking care of him now for his new family. But yeah. Okay. Oh, that's Miss Star, y'all. She's so prissy. Look, she's so pretty. Just like her grandmother. She's Coco and Tan. Well, she's a Coco try. Okay. Charles said, "Preach, yes, health first." Zoe and Jeremiah and Mommy and Mari said hi. What is up, Zoe, Jeremiah, and Mommy and Mari? And Aubrey. And Opeth, and Kitty. And Aubrey. Okay. We have a question. So Michelle K said, question. So do you send in pics of the puppy with the registration for them to put the right color and type? This is a great question, Michelle. You always come with it. Currently, AKC does not require any confirmation, right? This happens a lot, y'all. This happens a lot. That is also why we provide so much education and so much information over the internet for people to know. When you are registering your little baby, your puppy, or even if you get a bigger dog and you're transferring ownership to you, there are no guidelines. Okay, it's literally like filling out your taxes. Nobody is standing over your shoulder saying, "Girl, you gonna leave out that penny that you earn? You not gonna tell me about them $2, that $2 tip that you got?" So nobody's standing over your shoulder when you're registering your little baby over on AKC. So people do tend to misclassify their little babies. So that is why we're giving you this information. AKC does not require you to send in any photos. AKC does not require you to even show the animal that you are registering. That is also how people get scammed. And I know the brother's on the live. That is how people get scammed because a lot of puppies are being advertised as one thing or having one parent or another parent or clean health and DNA, and people are creating documents on these dogs. So you just want to be mindful and you want to be very careful when you are shopping around for puppies and dogs. Not everybody is honest, not everybody is transparent, and not all information is accurate, right? So that is why we encourage you guys to prioritize health first, right? And we have also confirmed this with animal genetics. When you purchase your puppy, and you get your little paperwork or your DNA on your little puppy, you can call animal genetics and verify if that breeder has had a litter in the time frame that that breeder said that puppy was born. You can call animal genetics and verify certain information that the breeder is saying is true about your little baby that you just purchased. Like that is totally a thing. So we definitely don't want you guys to get scammed. Of course, we have 3 little babies that are available, in house if you want to shop with us. But if you don't, we totally understand. But we don't want you guys to get scammed. We don't want you guys to not have the information that you need to make informed decisions for either your business or your families, because having a little puppy is a blessing, y'all. Look, and he's so chill. He's so chill. Yeah, all they want is love. All they want is love and food. That's all they want. That's all they want. But Christina said, what is up, believe in change? I love your name, by the way. Pebble said, I'm Connie from Tennessee. Hi, Connie from Tennessee. Okay. Kitty said, welcome. How are you, Kitty? And okay, let's go back to Christina's question, and then we will get to the rest of the content, and then the floor will be open for any general questions that you guys have. All right, Christina, are you eating the mic, buddy? Christina said, put mine down in April. So devastating. Oh, if you don't know what put down means, she had to let her dog pass away because of one thing or another, maybe health or something like that normally. But she said she put hers down in April. So devastating. Long days, lonely nights. I'm so sorry, Christina. I'm really, really, really sorry. Um, but she said her rescue chihuahua was so chill. I was blessed to rescue her and her rescue me. Oh, that is so sweet. 17 years old. Oh my goodness. That's a blessing to have had your baby so long. Wow. We aspire to take care of dogs and have our dogs live that long. That is amazing. Our kids aren't even 17. Okay. That's amazing. They're not 17 yet. Eka said my dog passed away last year in September. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm really, really sorry. That is also why we take such good care of our dogs, and we're very mindful of the vaccines. We're very mindful of deworming. We're very mindful of the things that we introduce to our dog. And that is also why my husband and I have scoured the internet and the aisles to make sure that we are feeding our dog the best dog food that we can find. Okay. If there is better dog food out there, then we might be open to changing. But currently the food that they are on is amazing. Even the puppies love it, and their dumps are exactly what we're looking for. So I'm sorry that so many of you have lost dogs, but that's also why we breed, because we have blessed families who have lost dogs and they didn't trust loving another animal, and they found us and they felt comfortable enough to purchase a little baby from us, bring that dog into their homes, and know that that dog is healthy. Okay, and they're not being scammed. So um that's a quick segue into another conversation that we will be having here soon on well, I don't want to give too much away, but just know that we have a lot of content planned. If you want to take a look after this live stream, you definitely can look at the live chats that we have planned for this week. But that's a conversation that we'll be having soon. Okay. Baby, if you see any good comments, let me know. Okay. Okay, okay, what is up, Letty? So seriously, this is a Frenchie. He's a fluffy big rope. Well, we think he will be a big rope. Thank you, Michelle, for helping us out. Yeah, thank you, Michelle. My husband said thank you too. Okay, guys, so let's continue the conversation, and my husband will be feeding me your comments and questions. And then after we finish the conversation, the floor will be open for maybe 10 minutes, depending on how long this segment is, for any general questions that you guys have. Okay, so let's break down the DNA and what codes make a standard French Bulldog. Now, on this channel, we talk about DNA a whole lot. We have broken down each one of our puppies' DNA and explained what makes them look the way that they do. Um, but AK, you need something, baby? Okay. Okay, but currently, what is acceptable, right, in standards as a standard French Bulldog is AA versus AT versus AYA. I don't think I've seen any of our dogs be AYA. I'm not really sure what that dog would present as, but I don't think I've seen a Frenchie be AYA. I don't know if that's like something new. I'll have to look into that. But currently that is not a common French Bulldog DNA code. But I think Dream is see, yeah, I don't want to say I think we have eight Frenchies, but I think Dream is ATA. I'm not sure, but I know AT means 10 points. And DD is blue. So when you see that, BB is chocolate, and then COCO is cocoa, which Star is a cocoa tri. She's not chocolate, she's cocoa. She's a richer hue of chocolate, which makes her non-standard but acceptable to AKC. Because blues, chocolate, cocoa, merle, all of those are very exotic colors. All right. So, as well as fluffy, but y'all, we've said that before. Y'all know that. Okay. So, let's go into a little bit of the history and the inspiration behind these beautiful French Bulldogs, because not a lot of people know this, but y'all, back in the day, French Bulldogs were actually used for war. Like the standard Frenchies were used for war. They were messengers, and that just goes to show you how smart these animals are. Who would trust a dog, right, as a messenger unless you knew for sure that they could be reliable? And that is also why I love our Frenchies. Y'all, they're so smart. They're so easy to train. And literally, like within a week, they can learn a new trick. And I wish my husband has time. He has our big boy right now, but I wish my husband had time to bring out Charm. Y'all, I feel like Charm might be our most well-trained dog, but we've had him the longest, so that explains why. But he's so easy to train. Any little trick you condition him to learn, y'all, he learns it like really, really quickly. And he doesn't need much positive reinforcement to learn. He's an awesome French Bulldog. Um, but we can't keep them all. So some will be being rehomed here soon, and Charm will be one of them, unfortunately, because we're trying to downsize to 6 Frenchies before the end of the year. Okay. So Charles said they were used as messenger dogs. Charles, they were. They were messenger dogs. They were. They would just like horses, they would put little saddles on their backs like this, long ways, and then they would put the little messages like in the side pockets, and they would literally run from station to station passing messages, because yo, who gonna see a Frenchie on the ground? like how you gonna see him running? You won't. Not, especially not through weeds and trees. But they were used as messengers, and I think that is such a fascinating fun fact for Frenchies. Not many people know that. I haven't heard any breeders talk about that, like the original use of a French Bulldog back in the older days. Which also, another controversy is that Frenchies are unhealthy. Okay. My husband, he's not mic'd up right now, but y'all, he will tell you the new bloodline that we are introducing for 2026, y'all, they are not just healthy, but they are athletic. Let's talk about it. Y'all, Frenchies were not made to be lazy little dogs that you can't walk, or you can't have outside, or you can't be active with. Their original use, okay, we another conversation for a whole nother day, y'all. Another conversation for a whole nother day. But going into 2026, we are restructuring our dog breeding program to bring back active French Bulldogs. And we are very, very, very excited about Daydream. We're excited about Nostalgia. We're excited about Alpha. Because y'all, they are very athletic dogs. Like my husband can let them out to exercise for like 15, 20 minutes. Now we know their limits. I'm not saying that. We know their limits, but from puppies, um we well I want to say we, but my husband is responsible for this. But from puppies, he would literally have them out to condition them to be comfortable in certain environments. He would have them outside doing exercise literally, so that, and we, babe, I don't know if we were trying to do this, but it works. If you give your Frenchies, your puppies, exercise as puppies, when they're older, they won't have so many breathing problems. Now if it's genetically passed down, yes, the dog might have some breathing issues, but if you give them the adequate amount of exercise early, it'll benefit you later on. Okay, were you trying to do that? Were you trying to like give them more exercise as puppies?
Kind of more playtime,
More playtime.
but it turned out to be that
Yeah,
they fit. They're
yeah, they're
fit
very
too.
fit.
Hmm.
They have better endurance than some of our older
And they run
Frenchies,
fast.
and they're, oh yeah, super fast. Like they should really be. Um, we really should build a maze or like a little jungle gym for them. Okay, so let's take a pause, y'all, and let's answer some questions, y'all. We have like maybe a little over 15 minutes to wrap up the conversation. The baby's still sleeping, but I'll have to get to some mommy time. Okay, so let's see. Scar said, Scar said, "Hey, lady, hope you're having a lovely day or night. Keep loving them animals." Thank you so much, Scar. I sure will. I sure will. Lady said, "I have a poodle. I bought it Saturday." Oh, lady, congratulations. Is it a miniature poodle or a full size? And what color is it? Let us know. Hard Life Survivor said, "My dog is bred for hunting, wild boars, and mountain lion. Wow, and mountain lion and great with kids." Hard Life, that is amazing. Is it a Frenchie? But okay, so I want to get to the comments, guys, but I kind of want to stop on Hard Life Survivors comment. I love your profile name, by the way, your YouTube channel name, by the way. That is super interesting. Hard Life Survivor. Are you military? Are you prior service? Let me know. But Hard Life Survivor said, my dog is bred for my dog is bred for that's very important. He said that my dog is bred for hunting, wild boars, and mountain lions, and is great with kids. You guys, we tell y'all all the time, it's bigger than dogs. It's bigger than dogs. But since dogs have, well, the love of dogs or the love of animals have united us, I want to pause for a second and expound on what Hard Life Survivor said. Y'all, yes, we breed Frenchies, right? But we're breeding them for good temperament. We're breeding them for family pets, right? We're breeding them for financial freedom to have breeders buy our little babies knowing that they are healthy, right? Having a health guarantee, right? Knowing that our males are being bred to be studs. They're not just being bred. We ain't just closing our eyes and saying, "Oh, this dog is cute." That dog. No, we study our animals. We study their DNA, and we try to come up with the best combination of a puppy that we possibly can. Our breedings are planned and they are very strategic, but we have a purpose in why we are breeding. So I'm so happy that Hard Life Survivor made that comment because you inspired this our mission. We are breeding with a purpose. Yes, it's a puppy. Some people look at them as products or whatever. I don't know, but it's love. It's love. That's really what Frenchies are. We're spreading love. We're creating content to show people that you can achieve financial freedom with two children under 2 years old. You can breed healthy dogs that are very athletic, that are lovable companions that are great around children, that have great temperament as well. You don't want to breed aggressive French bull. I, babe, I wish you were mic'd up. You don't want to breed aggressive French bulldogs that you can't trust around your children or anybody for that matter. That it doesn't make sense, y'all. French bulldogs are, they're quality pets, y'all. We want to do right by them. We definitely want to do right by them. Okay. But let me not get carried away with that conversation because that will be handled during another live stream. Explain to you guys why we breed. Okay, baby, baby. You want to go back with your sister and your brothers? Who want to see? Oh, so y'all named him Astro after the Houston Astros because this is our local luxury litter. But his new name will be Joker, and he's a fluffy big rope. Well, I think he'll be a big rope like his dad, but he is absolutely amazing. Great temperament, and he'll have his little bat ears up here soon, and they will grow into his face. But he is so adorable and sweet. He's so sweet. He just wants to cuddles. He just wants to cuddles, but I think he wants his brothers and his sister right now. So I will take this. Um, I will take this pamper off of him and put him with this his brothers and his sister. I'll be right back, guys. But y'all can still hear me. But y'all, let me know if this is making sense. I didn't think the conversation was gonna go toward this direction this morning, but y'all always inspire us to go a little deeper with our mission and explain why we breed. But that is why we breed. We breed for health and we breed for good temperament. Of course, having beautiful dogs is just a bonus. We if you start with quality, you're going to end with quality. So our moms are very fit, very beautiful. Our dads are absolutely stunning and handsome. So I mean, that's just a hands down. The puppies are going to be gorgeous. They are going to attract great buyers and great homes. But we want to breed for good temperament and great health. That's why we breed. And we also want breeders to experience financial freedom and our pet families to have great companions and for you to feel safe enough to have these little babies around your family and your children. So that's very important. All right. So I know I missed a lot of. Oh, Nicole said can't wait to bring him home. um Walter and Nicole, babe. Yeah. So I know I missed a lot of you guys' comments, y'all. We have maybe about 12 minutes left. Um, well, I have 2 minutes left, and then I will give y'all the final 10 minutes. But let me know if this is making sense. We are not here to bash anyone. We're not here to put any breeders down or any organizations down. That's not why we create content. We are solely here on a mission to talk about, you know, breeding good bulldogs, us as family breeders, and the business side, like showing you guys really what it is like being full-time breeders, having two children under 2 years old, having eight Frenchies, still trying to downsize and running a business, being full-time breeders, as well as our custom apparel line that y'all haven't seen much of, but we did say this week we want to show you guys more of what we do behind the scenes running our online store. Okay, so Michelle K, our legacy legend, is saying yes, it's making sense. What is up, Fluffy Chicks? Fluffy Chicks, what is up, Fluffy Chicks? Fluffy Chicks. What is up, Blissful Fun, our dream catcher? Okay, so let me say this really quickly while I have our members on the chat. You guys, if you are interested in becoming a member on our YouTube channel, we so welcome you. So as you can see, Michelle K's and Blissful Fun's, the name looks a little different. No, they are not our moderators. They are members on the YouTube channel, right? After I say this, I'm going to fully turn over the conversation to you guys. and you can ask whatever you want because my segment is done. I ran out of time. Our live streams are only planned for an hour, 50 minutes of us, 10 minutes for y'all. Okay. And those last 10 minutes can be used to talk about anything. But let me hurry up because I'm running into y'all's time. But I will be fair and I will extend it just a little bit because the baby's still sleeping. So the reason why Michelle K's and Blissful Fun's name looks a little different in the chat is because they have joined our memberships. And Michelle K is a legacy legend, born after our third litter. I'm saying it right, babe? Second litter? Second litter. Yep. Um, the name uh the name Legacy Legend was born after our second litter, which was our legacy litter. Dream's mom had January 25th, 2025. So we thought it'll be cool and cute to name the member groups on our channel after our actual litters. And Miss Blissful Fun is a dream catcher. Okay. She is under the tier born after our very first litter because they were the dream catchers named after Dream, Mama Dream. And having her as a pet was a dream, and now breeding her and seeing the beautiful productions that she has is such a dream. So thank you so much for being a dream catcher, Blissful Fun. And Michelle K, thank you so much for being a legacy legend. It means so much to me and my family. That is also why it makes me so emotional because our dreams are coming true and you guys are trusting us to guide you in the right direction with your business or your personal goals or even some aspirations that you have for your family. So if you guys are interested in joining our YouTube memberships, we welcome you, and we will be so excited to have you because it's not about dogs. The love of dogs have united us, but love will keep us. Okay. And y'all keep Texas Lassie in your prayers. I know this week she will be looking for a job heavy. I did keep my word. We don't work on Sundays. We do not work on Sundays. But I did keep my word and I did revise her resume and I sent it to her. So I know this week, she's not in the chat right now, but I know this week she is looking to find a job. She has so much experience as an executive assistant, and she has worked with international affairs as well as like domestic affairs here in the United States. So please keep her in your prayers. I'm done. I will turn it over to my husband and see if he has anything to say.
Not really. Frenchie's dream come true. Check it. That's the second time he put up his comment.
Okay, let me read this comment and then my husband will feed me the reminders. I know we are planning to go live tonight around 9:30. I haven't scheduled it yet, but I will be after this live stream. And then I'll see what else he wants us to remind you guys about. And then the floor will be open. Okay. So Frenchie dreams come true. I love your name. I love your name. That's so cool. Okay. Frenchie dreams come true. Y'all gotta say it again. Frenchie dreams come true. I'm getting chills. That is so cool. Okay. I'm not sure what your gender is. I don't want to guess, but I'm just gonna say your name. Frenchie's dreams come true said first litter DNA plus health tested. We've been falsely accused online by a rescue group causing harassment and canceled adoptions. Have you dealt with anything like this? So you guys, yes, I got emotional during a live stream last week because Ava blessed us with her super chats during the live stream, and it made me emotional because everything that you guys donate to I'm not going to say that everything that you guys do live we receive as donations, and we bless either the puppies, the new families, or our bigger dogs with something. Sometimes we ask you guys, hey, what would you like us to do with your donation? But it made me emotional because this last week, y'all, we have been receiving a whole lot of like hate, and it's been strong. Like wishing that our kids, our family will pass away in uh the Texas floods. Like these people are saying they're praying for these things. And it just blows my mind how wicked people can be, but you are calling for maybe justice. in one way or another. For dogs, I'm not sure how love and hate can exist in the same breath, because it can't. It simply can't. But Frenchie's dreams come true. What I will say to you, I'm not gonna say ignore the hate, right? Because that's so easy for people to tell you to do. You don't ignore the hate. Verbally, yes, ignore the hate. Sometimes we do address things. Other times we ignore it and we go about our business. But I would literally say to pray, because people are very, very wicked. People have prayed for life passing accidents for me and my family. Like, they're praying for these things. They're saying these things over the internet here recently, because we went viral on Instagram, and then experienced like a splurge of activity on YouTube. But I would definitely tell you to pray. Pray for you, pray for your family, pray for anyone that is attached to you. Because whenever you're spreading light and love, the enemy, guess what? He's gonna show up to steal, kill, and to destroy. And you have to be prepared for those things. Um, but these are some of the conversations that we will be having in our memberships to make you guys strong, right? Whenever you present yourself as an example, there will be someone to try to come and try to I don't even want to say tear you down, but there will be someone to try to come and discredit what you're saying, or try to come and sway your members from following you to now following a lost cause, right? We don't like to think of you guys as, oh, you're following us. You're following purpose, right? You're following intentionality. You're following creativity. You're following love. You're following passion. So, who are we? We're no different than anybody else, but we have a mission and we have a purpose and we stand on principles. And I think that's why people are attracted to us. But not to get, so ahead of myself, because as quickly as it came, it can fall. It can all fall. I'm not sure if y'all have ever, I'm going to say this and then I'm done, and I'll turn the conversation back over to the comments. As quickly as you attain success, okay, the quicker it can fall. So as people are coming in to love on you, to receive the information that you are sharing, to purchase your puppies or to believe in your program, you want to maintain integrity. Don't let money go to your head. Okay, don't all of a sudden become prideful. Protect your peace, yes. Don't let the wrong people get attached to you. People can be very draining. That's why I say all the time, Sundays, y'all, we don't work. Y'all won't see us. We're literally recouping, we're recovering, and we are in prayer for us and our family, because the enemy does not want to see what we're doing. And we do a lot more behind the scenes that y'all don't even see. We give a lot to my husband's home island. We literally give a lot. In times of need, y'all, we've given a lot, like whole bedroom sets, like whole closets of clothes we've given. And but we don't say those things to broadcast it, but we say those things to inspire you to develop a mindset of giving, of loving, of shedding light on issues, whether it's in the dog industry or not. We know why we breed, and it is definitely a call and a responsibility. Although it can be very draining at times. It can be very what can I say? Um, like sometimes with certain litters, like you can doubt why you're doing it. Sometimes you come across certain potential buyers, and you have conversations with people and they kind of make you feel like you're not doing enough, you know when really you're doing all that you can with what you have or what you've been given. But we're very thankful that you guys have chosen to follow our journey, to take in this information and to continue to be positive. That's why we're here. Okay, I'm done. Babe, did I miss any comments or questions? Oh, and is. Oh, My husband just read that comment, but I'm not sure if y'all heard it, and I will read it again. Okay. And blissful fun, I see your comment as well. With your question, I'll get to it. Fluffy Check said, blessings and protection upon you and your family, and washing away all darkness and calling the light to rescue and save. Amen. I received that because y'all, again, the love of dogs united us, but there is darkness in the breeding industry, and it's very vast. And you have to be careful. You just have to be careful because everybody is not your friend. The light attracts darkness. I think Brother Charles put that so eloquently in the chat like a couple live streams ago. Light attracts darkness, right? Darkness doesn't attract light. Clean clothes don't want to be with dirty clothes. Okay? Dirty clothes want to be clean. Clean clothes don't want to be dirty. So wherever you find yourself in life, we've all been dirty, right? None of us have always been clean, but the goal should be to be clean and not dirty, right? We want to treat people with integrity, right? Whether I'm talking to you in your face or to my husband or just in the house when nobody around, I want to still be me. I still want to be me, whether the camera is on or not. Um, and although that's very challenging, sometimes you get frustrated with, with people or situations or business situations. It can be frustrating, yes, but we want to be clean. We don't want to be dirty. We don't want to do dirty business because that will all right. Okay, Blissful Fun said, I went to go gift a membership, but it's not available to do. Blissful Fun, let's talk after the live chat because that would be a blessing to anyone to receive a membership as a gift. Let's see how we can do that. Let's see how we can arrange that. What is up, Slay Lele? Um, let Blissful Fun, let me know if you're available after the chat, huh? And that is y'all clap it up for Blissful Fun. Y'all, she is such a delight. Who does that? Who listen? She she's one of a kind, y'all. She's so special. She's so special. And we are just so looking forward to meeting you guys in real life. Okay, let's plan a Frenchie retreat. Okay, Hard Life Survivor said, keep doing what you're doing with the love. You're doing it, and you will never fail. I pray that we'll never fail. Although sometimes we might stumble, I pray that we won't fall, and I pray that for you guys as well. Okay, so 10 more minutes, you guys. 10 more minutes. Heartful Hard Life Survivor said, never get a dog or a cat for that matter from a puppy mill. Agreed. But sometimes you can't tell if it's a meal or not. Sometimes you can't tell. That is why we also encourage you guys, okay, to see the dad, to see the mom, to get the DNA, to make sure that the puppy is clean. That's why we encourage you guys, to do certain things. Charles said, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Brother, don't start now. Amen. We receive that for y'all as well. Okay. Letty asks, can you tell everyone to like and subscribe? Letty said, I didn't say it. Letty said it. Can y'all like and subscribe, please? Letty said it. I didn't say it. Can y'all like and subscribe, please? That's what Letty said. Okay. What else do we have? Blissful Fun said, yes, it only shows up super chat and not the gutted membership. Maybe because you've joined already, Blissful Fun. Maybe because you're already a member, I want to say. So it's not showing you that you can join again. But we're going to sort it out after the live stream. Okay. Michelle K said, we'll be in Houston this weekend for the dog shows. And Michelle K, you already know. Okay. Are you bringing the cane Corso? I would love to meet him. Her. Is it a female babe? I forgot. The cane? I think they might have two. Okay, lady said, okay, I said that. Oh, Hard Life Survivor said, just up. Thank you so much for your subscription. I'm a big dog person, like dogs more than people. Just up. Okay, some days, but y'all, we all need each other. We really do. Um, okay, no problem, lady. So you guys, this is all I have. We have 4 more minutes and then we will end the stream. Just a couple quick reminders. We are planning to go live later tonight around 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I know that might be late for some of you, but we do have two boys. We do prioritize family dinners every night. So, we love sitting around the table and eating and talking about our day, talking about our future plans, our visions for our family. So, we do prioritize our family time. And then we try to go live when we can, which sometimes is really late for some of you guys. But just, keep working with us, stay patient with us because sometimes you never know. We might get done with dinner a little early. The boys might be more settled and we might be able to go live a little early at night, but just be patient with us, guys. And as lady has said, like the live, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on your bell notification. So let me say this. I know we push out a lot of content, okay? It's not by accident. We do push out a lot of content. If it annoys you that you have your bell notification on and you keep getting these notifications all day long, all day long, all day long, use it as motivation. If you're not able to watch, right then and there, we totally understand. If you're not able to hop on a live stream right then and there, we totally understand. You can catch the replay, or you can simply use it as motivation, like cheer us on, y'all, cheer us on. They trying to tear us down out here. Every time you see, a notification from the Rosharon French Bulldogs, cheer us on, like, oh man, they posted again. We literally have a content creator like that, y'all. He posts every day, all throughout the day, and this man has about 38 dogs, about 3 litters, and I'm not lying, y'all. Fetty G, with SSKK Kennels, he literally posts all day long, but he schedules his content, right? And we were inspired by his channel, and he actually gave us a huge shout out earlier last month, and some of his subscribers like started to support our channel, and that kind of sparked the YouTube growth that we saw last month on our channel, and we were able to monetize our channel. So you don't know how encouraging or motivating seeing someone on their way, being focused and intentional to be obedient to God can help inspire you. You don't even have to like dogs. He doesn't even breed Frenchies, but seeing how hard he works and seeing how often he posts, it inspired us. So now, we're on this journey as well to reach as many people as we possibly can. That is also why we post so much. So we would really appreciate it if you guys, would tap in when you can. We like to say it's not a marriage, but it is a mission. Okay. So although you can't or you won't be able to tap in as often as we post, we will stay true to our mission, and that is reaching as many people as we possibly can, because you never know what a live stream or with one message can do to help someone achieve financial freedom. That's the goal, y'all. That's the mission. Because with resources, you're more powerful, right? With resources, you can reach more, you can teach more, and you can help way more and be a bigger blessing to people and their families. So that is why we do what we do, y'all. But 15 more seconds. Yeah, I would freestyle for y'all, but I don't think I got it in me. Maybe tonight, maybe tonight. But Fluffy Check said positivity is definitely infectious and light spreads to shine on all of us. Okay. Okay, y'all. So we have reached the end. Although we've got to the end. Okay. I ain't got it in me. All right, y'all. Have a good day. We'll see you tonight. Charles, sing. Have a good day. Y'all, Charles sung for us Saturday. But okay, y'all. Bye. Let me go take care of my babies. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all tonight.